How's everybody out there in YouTube land today? You know what they say, the best laid plans of mice and men, or men make plans and the gods laugh. Well, that's where we're at today. So I've got about an hour drive to get back to the motel I'm staying at. I'll be there for a few more days. We moved the boat today. Unfortunately, we only were able to move it from the storage yard to it's going to need more immediate attention initially than what I had hoped for, but hey, you know, you shoot craps and you see what happens, and that's kind of what I did. I was hoping I was going to get real lucky. I didn't get real lucky. So we've got a lot of work to do. When the boys went to move the boat, hey Rich, Will, hey Dave P. Hey guys, guess who I'm with here? Hold on a minute. Say hello, Frank.
Hey everybody.
Hey, Frank Daniels, folks, in the house.
In the house. In the
Here, I'm
car.
going to set that like that so you can see both of us. There you go. So when the guys moved the boat today, put that down a little bit. There we go. When the guys moved the boat today, a whole lot of water came pouring out through the front through hole where the speedometer little wheel is supposed to be located. You know, the guy pulled that out and he shoved some screening in there. Hey, Steve Given. He shoved some screening in there to keep the bugs and stuff out. But unfortunately, it also got plugged up with stuff from the inside, and it backed up some water. So there was some water intrusion on the floor. Luckily for me, it looks like it only got the floors wet. Thanks, Steve. Appreciate that. It looks like it only got the floors wet and did not damage, too much inside. But tomorrow's another day. Still was not able to really get inside the boat. Frank got inside the boat a little bit today because, of course, he's smaller and lighter than I am and can go up the ladder a lot easier than I could.
You make me sound so small.
You are. I mean, you're what are you, 250 pounds, maybe 275?
Yep.
So the ladder was rated 250, so it was ideal for him. I'm twice the weight of the ladder, but I did get, hey, Chief Hasbin, how you doing? I did give it the old college try. I went all the way up that ladder to the point where I could see inside the boat. Sure I just, as much as that ladder was flexing, I just wasn't interested in trying to go too much further than that. I just knew that ladder was going to collapse underneath of me, and I would have given everybody in the boatyard there a good laugh, and I wasn't quite ready to do that, so.
They were waiting too.
What's that?
And they were waiting.
Oh yeah, they were all lined up watching the show. They thought it was going to be hysterical. So anyhow, so we were not able to go straight into the water. Hey T, how you doing? How long you been living? I'm not living with Frank. Frank lives in Naples, Florida. I'm staying in Fort Myers, Florida, at the hotel I'm staying at. And the boat is east of us. I'm not giving anybody specifics as to where the boat is, but the boat's east of us, so. Anywho, we got there and they had already moved the boat into its new location. Are we on our way to see the boat? No, we're on our way home from the boat.
Yeah.
Frank seems very kind. Teresa, you have no idea. Frank has been an absolute blessing on this trip. Absolute blessing. Took me out for my birthday, and he's just been really helpful with stuff. So this is the second trip we've made to the boat.
That's what friends
With
do.
very little progress, but we made a second trip to the
We were
boat.
there 2 times. Yep.
Yeah, so I will. Hey Rosie, how you doing?
Hey,
Lily,
come here, Lil.
Lily, say hello.
Come
Here.
here.
There she is. Come here. See, there's the dog. There's the dog.
She's a good girl.
I missed that. What do you say? So what's the plan with the boat? Well, we're taking it one day at a time, Dave. We're just going to take it one day at a time. There are so many variables with the boat that are unknowns at this time. and will continue to be unknowns. I mean, we got there, we opened the boat up, but with the heat inside of it and the heavy stench of water and mold, Frank was not adequately motivated to expose himself to that and go down in there. It's kind of toxic at the moment.
And it was about 120 degrees in the boat.
And he said it was about 120 degrees in the boat. And of course, right now we're driving through a rainstorm, which is weird because it rained right here the last time we looked at the boat.
That place.
Yep, exact same place. So,
Yep.
And we'll drive here in a little bit. And I can already see clear skies right over there. We'll drive right through it.
Yeah.
So anywho, the boat's going to need quite a bit of stuff, more stuff than what I had anticipated. I begrudgingly budgeted for it, not really wanting to spend the money, but yeah, I'm not going to have any choice in the matter. I got to do what I got to do to make it livable and make it safe and make it run. So right now, it's all about making it run. Did find out that the guy that sold me the boat misrepresented a lot of things about it. I would say he flat out lied to me on some things. So, yeah, need a respirator. I'm just going to put on a mask. It'll be all right. Going down below. Temporarily, I got to get it aired out and cleaned out pretty quickly because I'm going to be living in that pretty soon. Like in 3 or 4 days, I need to be living in that boat. So.
Oh, I don't think they'll be ready in 3 or 4 days.
I think it will be. I think it will be.
And we need to get charcoal masks.
Huh?
I think we need to get charcoal masks.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll figure that out. But anyhow, it's going to need a lot more work than what we anticipated. So we're going to have to get back in there and do some stuff to it to get it where it is livable. We weren't even possibility of putting it in the water yet. So like an H95. No, I'm thinking a regular respirator type mask. Something a bit more than. I'm not a COVID mask. Something a bit more than that. We'll see. We'll go to Lowe's and see what they got. In fact, I may even just do that right now. Go to Lowe's. Where's the nearest Lowe's, Frank? You're navigating. Navigator.
Actually, I didn't see it. There's one in Fort Myers.
Fort Myers? Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll go to Lowe's and see what they got in the way of safety masks. And go from there. I thought I was going to have to buy a ladder, but the guys there at the marina turned us on. There's a guy right next door that has a couple staircases, wooden staircases. Need to get the bilge pump going. Yes, Rosie, I need to get the bilge pump going. I'm going to have to replace some of the batteries before I can do that because bilge pumps are electric. Yes, there's a manual bilge pump as well, I'm sure somewhere on the boat. But right now we want to get the electric ones cleaned up and operable. Get the bilges cleaned up. And that's what you do with a boat like this. You start at the top, you work your way into it and work your way down into the bilge. Bilge being the last thing you do because all your cleaning stuff and whatever is going to drain into the bilge. So we'll see. But the guys said they poured a lot of water out of it before they moved it, which is good because that would have been excess weight. What was interesting though, they said it had a lot of water on the inside, but the outside of the boat was completely dry. So it's not seeping. The fiberglass isn't wet. It doesn't have any structural issues, and that's what I'm looking at so far. So far, I have not discovered any kind of a structural issue that would make that boat a no-go.
Fiberglass looks really good.
Yeah, the fiberglass looks really good. Frank was noticing some paint peeling. I think that's a product of people using water-based paint over oil or oil-based paint over water, one of the two. So those knockers always look ridiculous. What are you guys talking about? Oh, I think Rosie.
I think once it's power washed, it's going to.
How's the heat and humidity? It's hot. It is hot. Very, very hot. I think I caught up with the chat there.
It was 100 degrees at the marina. Now that it rained, it's
Right,
like
88. Yeah, it was 100 degrees there at the marina when we got there. It's 88 degrees now. So that little bit of rain we ran through really cooled it off. And surprisingly, the marina's not that far down the road from where we're at, and forecast there's no rain at all today. So hopefully, because we left the doors wide open and let it air out. So Ralph and I mean Tribe. I don't know. So what does that leave us? I guess that leaves us right about there. We're gonna get a staircase over to the boat tomorrow, and finally start dig inside and see what we could do inside. And go from there. How long do you have? I have no idea, Steve. I have to do a lot more work on it and dig into it more before we're going to have an answer for that. It's looking further and further away. Stay safe, Rosie. It's looking further and further away every time I go to the boat. I was kind of hoping to splash it today. Clearly, that's not going to be a possibility. But you know, I think to a certain degree, this is God's way of telling me, hey, we need to slow down a little bit and do this right and not be stupid and rush things. And so I'm going to listen. I'm going to listen. Yeah, we got a little bit of lightning. I'm going to listen and take my time. It's going to take however long it's going to take. And I'm going to do whatever I got to do it. And we're just going to take it one day at a time, and as the song goes, breathe in, breathe out, and move on. Not much else we can do. But I wanted to get on here and give you guys a short update, let everybody know we're alive and well, making very slow progress. Hopefully the next video I put out will show some more boat content on it. Well, it certainly will, because we'll do that tomorrow. Definitely do that tomorrow. So in any event, kids, we'll have more for you then. Be good, be careful, take good care of one another. From the Carl and Frank show here in southern Florida. Yeah, that's actually what we're working on, Steve, is getting a regular scaffolding staircase rented.
That guy had scaffolding too.
Yeah, I saw that. We'll see you guys later. Bye.